Welcome back on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. Friends, I'm Gaurav Gupta and we are going to continue with some of the basic concepts, some of the basic questions for quantitative ability so that all of you are well prepared with the fundamentals for the QA section of CAT and any other management entrance examinations. So friends, we are going to continue the series of sessions in which we are discussing the basics of different areas of quantitative ability. Now today we are going to continue with the basics of quants in geometry. Right, so I have taken a few sessions already on the YouTube previously a few days back in which we have discussed the basics of geometry. We have discussed the questions which are based on the basics of geometry. So today we are going to continue where we have left in the previous session for the basics of geometry. So friends, welcome back all of you. Can you quickly confirm if I'm clearly visible and audible to all of you so that we can begin solving these questions of geometry? Come on, quickly tell me if I'm clearly audible and visible. Good afternoon everyone. Good afternoon. So friends, these sessions will definitely help you in strengthening your basics, your fundamentals. Okay, so the students who have recently started their preparation, definitely these sessions will be helpful for them. Also, if you have already finished this area, already finished studying these areas, then the questions that we are going to discuss, we are basically discussing in these sessions, will help you as a part of as a study material, as a extra study material that will help you in revising these areas. So anyone who is already finished with these areas, they may also attend these sessions because these sessions will provide you with extra set of questions using which you can revise all these things. All right, so friends, let us begin quickly solving questions. So the first question will appear on your screen in a few moments. Again, we'll be solving all these questions in the similar format. I'll be displaying the questions one by one. We'll be giving you somewhere around 45 seconds to 1 minute to solve, to understand every question. Okay, you can post your answer in the chat box and then I'll discuss the solution of each and every question. All right, so let's begin. The first question appearing on your screen in a few moments. Be ready with your rough sheets. Start solving these questions now. So the first question on your screen, here it is. Slightly calculative question. Now let's read the question through. Question says that the perimeter of a rectangle whose length is 7 meters more than its breadth. So the perimeter of this rectangle is given as 274. Here it is. Okay. Now what would be the area of a triangle whose base is equal to half the diagonal of this rectangle and whose height is equal to the length of the rectangle? So in this question, you will require to do good amount of calculations. Okay. So first of all, you'll have to obtain the length and breadth of the rectangle. Using that, you'll have to obtain the diagonal of the rectangle and then form the triangle. So you have 4 options on your screen. Tell me which of these options is the correct answer for this question. A few more seconds and then I'll start with the solution. I'll be very slow. Okay, I'll be explaining each and everything very slowly. Meanwhile, you can do the calculations and give me the answer. All right, let's begin solving this one. Now the perimeter is given as 274. Perimeter of rectangle is twice of L plus B. So I'll apply this formula. Twice of L plus B is given as 274. Okay. Now this is a rectangle whose length is 7 more than its breadth. So if I'll consider breadth as x, length will be x plus 7. I'll substitute it and we'll find the value of x. So twice of x plus 7, which is length, plus breadth is equal to 274. All right. So divided by 2, so it will become 137. 137 में से 7 minus किया 7, 130, and then divided by 2, that is 65. So the value of x comes out to be 65. So for this rectangle that is given, I can say that the breadth will be equal to 65 and length, which is 7 more than the breadth, will be equal to 65 plus 7, that is 72. All right. So I have obtained the length and breadth of this rectangle. Okay. Now the second part of this question, the triangle formed. Okay. So a triangle whose base is equal to half of the diagonal of the rectangle. So using length and breadth, now I have to find out the diagonal. So the diagonal will be under root of L square plus B square. That is 72 square plus 65 square. Okay. Now you have to be careful while calculating these squares, and then you'll have to do the square root. 72 का square कितना होता है? So I have a method using which I find out the squares of these numbers. Okay. I'll not be discussing that method here, but certainly I'll be discussing those things in the upcoming sessions. Okay. So 72 का square, I'll just elaborate. So मैं जिस तरीके से solve करूँगा, I'll keep on talking about that method. So 72 का square find out करना है. तो 72 का 50 से difference कितना होता है? 22. 22 square is 484. So I'll retain the last two digits and 4 will go as a carry forward. Okay. Now the difference of this number from 25 is 25, 50, 47. 47 plus 4, 51. So 5184 will be the square of 72. All right. Plus the square of 65. 65 का square क्या होगा? 6 into 7 is 42. 42, 25. 4225 will be the square of 65. 4225. And under root of this number. Okay. Now adding these two, 9, 0, 4, 9. So 9409, under root of 9409. Now I have to see if this 9409 is a perfect square or not. Now 100 square is 10,000. Now this number under the root is slightly less than 10,000. Okay. So इसका square root क्या होगा? It will be 99, 98, 97, 96 इसके आसपास होगा. Okay. Now this number is ending with 09, right? So this number is ending with 9. So that means the unit digit of the number whose square is 9409 will end with either 3 or 7. So the square root of this number can either be 97 or 93. So it can be either 97 or it can be 93. All right. अब 97 का square find out करेंगे. So 309, 47 का double 94. Yes, exactly. So 97 square is 9409. So I can say that square root of 9409 is equal to 97. All right. So I'm able to find out the diagonal of this rectangle. Now they are saying that the triangle whose base is equal to half the diagonal. So area of diagonal find out करना है मुझे. So area of triangle find out करना है. So area of triangle is half into base into height. So half multiplied by, what is the base? The base is equal to half the diagonal. Diagonal is 97. So 97 upon 2. And the height is equal to the length of the rectangle. Length of the rectangle is 72. Okay. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled. यहाँ पे 18 आ जाएगा. So my final answer should be 97 into 18. All right. Now 97 into 18. If I'll check among the options. So 7 into 8. I'll check the unit digits. if I'll check the unit digits, 7 into 8 is 56. So 6 should be the unit digit of my answer, right? So I can eliminate this. I can eliminate this. Okay. I'm not calculating the final answer. So 6 should be the unit digit. Also 97 into 18 should be somewhere around 1800, right? 1700, 1800 के आसपास होना चाहिए. It cannot be a number as small as 1300. Okay. So I can eliminate this and mark option A as the answer. All right. So option A will be the correct answer for this question. Right. So I have used some approximation techniques to calculate my final answer. Right. So Resham has already given an answer. That is option A. Okay. So yes, option A is the correct answer for this question. All right. Now let's quickly move on to the next question. This question was slightly, I'll not say difficult, but I would say calculative. Calculative ज़्यादा था question. बहुत सारी calculations थी that was intentionally made. Okay, so that you'll start remembering the squares, or you start knowing the shortcut methods of finding the squares and square roots of some numbers. Okay, let's move on to question number 2. Now, question number 2, a figure is given to you. So study the figure and look at all the directions which are given to you above the figure. So in the given figure, AB and CD are parallel to each other. ये given है already. If measure of angle, so this is angle, measure of angle IHB. So this angle is given as 31. Then find the measure of angle CFG. Okay, CFG. A and C are the points at which E and F touches AB and CD respectively. Okay, so I'll just make a small change. So point A is this and point C is this. So remove this. So A is this point, C is this point. So small correction. So that means you'll have to find out the measure of this angle. All of you now can be easily calculated. Measure of angle CFG. So I've made a small correction in this question, in the points in the figure. So this is point A and this is point C. Okay. Now already though, these two lines are given parallel to each other. Right? So you can use the concept of corresponding angles, the concept of alternate angles, exterior, interior angles, and so on. So there are lots of things that can be applied. So celluloid box and Resham both have given the same answer. All right, chaliye discuss kare. Now since the lines are parallel, the measure of this angle, which is 31, will be equal to measure of this angle, that is 31. Okay. Why? The reason is corresponding angles, right? Now, in this case, the measure of this angle and this angle, both angles will be equal because these are opposite angles, right? So if I look at the entire triangle, I'll make it once again here separately. Okay, CGF. So this angle, I've already known that this is 31. What about this angle? This angle will be 90 degrees because this angle is already given as 90 degree. So this is 90 degree. So this angle will also be equal to 90 degree because corresponding angles. Okay. So I can find out the measure of the remaining angle, right? So it will be 180 minus 90 minus 31. So the measure will come out to be 59 degrees. So the correct answer, this was easy. The correct answer will be option D, that is 59 degrees. All right. Exactly. So a lot of you have already given a correct answer. Nice. Good to see that. Let's move ahead and look at question number 3. Now for this question, you must know the property of rhombus. Property related to the diagonals of the rhombus. So you're given one of the diagonals as 16 and one of the sides as 10. Okay. Using this, you'll have to find out the length of the other diagonal. Any answer for this one? All right, Nitish. Now, what is this property of the diagonals in a rhombus that I'm talking about? Now, in every rhombus, both the diagonals will bisect each other. That is true. That is a property of parallelogram only. So in rhombus also, the diagonals will bisect each other. That means point O will be the midpoint of both the diagonals. Also, in case of a rhombus, the diagonals bisects each other at 90 degrees. So the angle between the diagonals will be 90 degrees. Okay, they'll be perpendicular to each other, right? Now, one of the diagonals is given as 16. So let's say AC is given as 16, or you may consider any of the diagonals. Instead of AC, you could have considered BD as well. It does not make any difference. Okay. So if AC is given as 16, I can say that the value of AO will be equal to 8 because diagonals bisect each other. All right. Now, one of the sides is given as 10. So that means, let's say one of the sides in a rhombus, all the sides are equal. So AD is given as 10, right? Now, using this, I can apply Pythagoras theorem in this triangle and can say that DO will be equal to under root of AD square minus AO square. So that is under root of 10 square minus 8 square, and that will come out to be 6. So the length of DO will be equal to 6. DO is the half of the other diagonal. So the entire diagonal will be double of this value. 6 into 2, the answer will be 12. Okay. So the length of the second diagonal will be equal to 12 centimeters for this question. Okay. So once again, a lot of you have given a correct answer. That is nice. Good. So 12 is the correct answer for this question. All right. Let's move on and look at question number 4. Question number 4, slightly tricky. So your observation skills have to be good to get the answer of this question. Read the question very carefully. Ignore this. So in a rectangular coordinate system, triangle ABC is drawn so that one side of the triangle connects 2 points on the y-axis. The points on the y-axis are given as 0, 2 and 0, -4. Now, if the third point C has the coordinates C, 0, अब C, 0 का मतलब क्या है? C, 0, that means it is lying on the x-axis, right? So if the coordinates of the third point C are C, 0, and the area of this triangle is given as 21 units, then the value of C is equal to how much? Though you don't require to draw the figure, बिना figure के बहुत easily answer आ सकता है, but still I'm drawing the figure for all of you. Okay, so let's say these are points A and B, and according to them, the coordinates of point C are C comma 0. So it may be lying on x-axis, so it can lie on the left hand side or on the right hand side, negative x-axis or positive x-axis. So I'm assuming that this point is lying on positive x-axis. ठीक है? So let's say point C is lying here, C comma 0, right? Now the area of this triangle is given as 21. Now what is the area of a triangle? Area of triangle is half into base into height. I'll consider AB as the base. Okay, I'll consider AB as the base. So area will be half multiplied by AB, okay, multiplied by the height. Let's say this point is O. So for this triangle ABC, if AB is the base, CO will be the height. Okay, so CO will be the height. So half AB into CO will be the area of this triangle, right? Now the length of AB, this is 2 and this is 4. So 2 and 4, that is 6. So AB is equal to 6 and CO is what I have to find out, and the area is given as, no, it is 21. So area is given as 21, right? So the value of CO will come out to be 42 divided by 6, that is 7. Okay. Now if the length of CO is equal to 7, then the coordinates of point C will be either plus 7 if it is on the right hand side of origin. It can be minus 7 also if it is on the left hand side of the origin. Okay, so it can be any one of these two numbers. Now you can check among the options. Among the options, minus 7 is not present. So you can straight away mark your answer as plus 7. And that will be the correct answer for this question. Okay, so again, a lot of you have given a correct answer. Plus 7, yes, option D is the correct one. Okay, let's move on and look at the next question. Question number 5 on your screen. The visible surface area of the resultant figure that gets formed by placing 5 ice cubes adjacent to each other on a table like a plus sign, each of whose side is 5 centimeters. A tricky question. Again, you'll have to observe the figure, how you can make the figure, and then do the correct calculation for the surface area of the resultant figure. So अगर इस फिगर को ऊपर से देखोगे, हाँ, so कैसे लगेगी? One ice cube, another ice cube, another ice cube, another, and another. Okay, so this is how they are placed, like a plus sign. Okay. I'm sorry, friends, please pardon me, I'm a little unwell, so pardon my sneezing and coughing a little bit. Also, please be careful with this word, the visible surface area. Ria, careful, the visible surface area. And Ria, you have given the formula for a cuboid. Okay, twice LB plus BH plus LH. This is not a cuboid. Okay, so you have also given option B as the answer. Let's see if this is the correct one or not. Now, if I'll consider a cube, of side 5 centimeters or any cube, okay, if I'll consider any cube for that matter, the total surface area of a cube is how much? So surface area is the area of these surfaces which are visible. Okay, so every surface is a square. The area of square is side square, and there are 6 such surfaces. I'm talking about the total surface area for a cube. Okay, so total surface area for one cube is 6s square. All right. Now let's understand the approach that I'm taking here. Now here, what are the total number of cubes, ice cubes that I have taken? These are 5 ice cubes. Okay, so we are placing 5 ice cubes. So the total surface area of all these 5 ice cubes should be 6s square, the surface area of 1 multiplied by the number of cubes, that is 5. So it is 30s square. All right, let's hold on. So this is the total surface area of all these ice cubes put together, right? Okay. Now let's move ahead. Now, if I'll take 2 cubes and will join them. If I'll take 2 cubes and will join them. So one face of one cube and one face of the another cube will be pasted together, and these two will not be visible. So if I'm pasting 2 cubes, if I'm joining 2 cubes, then one face of one and another face of one cube, that is one faces, will be clubbed together and they will not be visible. Okay, so joining 2 cubes, what will happen? 2 surfaces will not be visible, right? Now in this case, this is happening how many times? So first of all, cube number 1 and 2 are joined. Okay, so corresponding to this, I'll subtract 2s square, because 2 surfaces will be pasted together and they will not be visible. Then cube number 3 and 2 will be pasted. So again, minus 2s square. Cube number 4 and cube number 2 will be pasted, because of which again 2 surfaces will not be visible. So minus 2s square. All right. And then cube number 5 and cube number 2 are pasted together. So corresponding to that, 2s square will also be removed. Okay. Also, since all these cubes are placed on a table, okay, they are placed on a table, then the surface, the face of these cubes which is placed on the table will also not be visible. Okay, so one face of these 5 cubes will also not be visible. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these are 5 cubes. So minus 5s square will also be done again. All right, clear? So you can now do the calculation. Out of 30, I'm removing 2, 4, 6, 8 and 5, 13. So 30 minus 13, that is 17s square. All right, the value of s is already given as 5. So 17 into 5 square, that is 25. The final answer will be 425. Okay, so 425 should be the final answer for this question. That is option B. Right, now I'll consider this once again slowly. So first of all, the final figure is like this. You must understand. Okay, so basically 5 cubes are joined to make a plus sign like this. Okay, this is the view from the top of this figure. Okay, now when 2 cubes are joined, 2 faces will be concealed. 2 faces will not be visible. Okay, so to start with, I have written the total surface area of these 5 cubes. That will be 6s square multiplied by 5, 30s square. Okay, then 1, 2, 3, 4 pastings are done. So minus 2s square, minus 2s square, minus 2s square, minus 2s square 4 times. Also, these cubes are placed on a table, because of which 5 faces which are touching the table will also be concealed. So 5s square is done correspondingly. Solving it, I'll get 17s square putting the value of S as 5, you will get 425 as the final answer for this question. All right, great. So 425, option B is the correct answer. Let's move on to question number 6. If the sum of the interior angles of a regular polygon measures 1440 degrees, how many sides does the polygon have? So sum of all the interior angles is given. You have the direct formula for this. Quickly give me an answer for this question. You have less than 30 seconds for this. Quickly. Now, what is the formula for sum of all the interior angles for a regular polygon? The formula is n minus 2 into 180 degrees. Okay, n minus 2 multiplied by 180. Wait. Now this is given as 1440. Okay, do the calculations, get the value of n. So the value of n will be, first of all, divided by 180, 1440 divided by 180, and then plus 2. Okay, so it is 8 plus 2. So what is the answer that you all are getting? Some of you are giving answer as 12. No, answer is not 12. So 144 divided by 18 is how much? 144 divided by 18. Now 18 into 8. 18 into 8 is 144 plus 2. The final answer should be equal to 10. So the value of n, the number of sides, should be option A, that is 10. And yes, this is the correct answer. Okay. All right. Great. So that was question number 6. Let's move on to question number 7. Now, question looks lengthy, but it is one of the easiest questions that we would have done today. So look at this, read it through and give me answer in 10 seconds. So total time that I'm giving you is 30 seconds for this question. Draw the figure carefully. All right, nice. Simple question tha. So in a circular pool of diameter 20 feet, diameter not useful in this question, two frogs start swimming from east and west ends. So north, south, west, east. So east and west ends, these two ends of the pool named A and C, towards a worm on the northern edge of the pool. Northern edge of the pool at point B. So let's say this is point B. So the frogs started from here in this direction, okay, towards point B, right? We have to find out the measure of angle ABC. We have to find the measure of this angle. right? Now, since points A and C are diametrically opposite points, okay? So since these 2 points are diametrically opposite points, and we know that the diameter makes an angle of 90 degrees at the circumference of the circle, anywhere on the circumference of the circle. The diameter makes an angle of 90 degrees anywhere on the circumference of the circle. So I can say that this angle ABC is equal to 90 degrees. Okay. So option C is the correct answer for this question. All right. Great. Let's move on towards the next. No, that was the last question. So friends, some important information for all of you before we finish this session. So to ace CAT with BYJU'S exam prep, if you want a 3 days free trial, so you can unlock your 3-day free trial access on the application of BYJU'S exam prep. So just feed in your number and start your free trial by visiting the application. All right. Also for CAT 2023 and other management entrance examinations, we have already launched a test series which will include 80 plus mock papers. Out of these 80 mock papers, you will have 25 mock CATs and more than 55 non-CAT mock papers. Also, there will be 10,000 practice questions, topic-wise test covering all the subtopics, video solution for every CAT mock that you'll be taking, and a detailed mock analysis. So hurry up and join this test series. The list of our CAT 2022 toppers. A CAT 2023 comprehensive program. Still, we are launching some of the batches for the students who want to start their preparation now. So if you are starting your preparation and want a wonderful batch in which you can study, you can practice all the techniques, all the formulas, all the fundamentals. So this is the batch that you can join. This is CAT 2023 comprehensive program, and the complete list of the things that will be available to all of you is given on your screen. You can use the link that is given in the description of this session to know more about this program and enroll for this program. All right. So friends, that is all from my side for the day. You can follow us on all these social media platforms. Thank you very much for being a part of this session. Have a wonderful time. All the very best for your examination. Bye-bye.